Welcome back to your daily AI news, everybody. This is episode 22, where we're going to work to demystify the latest advancements in artificial intelligence and explore how they're reshaping our world. The idea is for you guys to learn from our mistakes and fumbles, and also kind of bring headlines to you. Peels. Please feel free to chat with us live regarding any comments or questions that you have. And if there's anything we don't cover or you didn't get a chance to ask us, you can always email us at yourdailyainews@gmail.com. I'm your host, Noah McDonough.
Hey y'all, Rick and NJ here. Welcome to a new episode of Your Daily AI.
All right. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and show my screen here. Let's do this guy. How does this look? Right on. So some of what's on deck today for episode 22, Rick and I are pretty sure that we have way too much information for this episode. So some of this is going to likely spill over into episode 23. Some of the topics are big enough to where they'll still be relevant, and that'll be, again, next Wednesday at 6 p.m. First, one of the things that we'll talk about, Workday is making a $1 billion bet on enterprise AI with its acquisition of Sana. Then we'll look at CrowdStrike's move to AI security, targeting the rise of prompt injection attacks. From there, we'll cover the FTC, the federal government, turning up the heat on chatbot safety and monetization. And we'll also dig into Google's £5 billion investment into expanding AI infrastructure in the UK. And finally, a big fight in media. Penske, the company that's behind Rolling Stone and Billboard, is suing Google over its AI overview feature. Lots to unpack, so let's go ahead and dive in. And thanks for joining us. Let's get into this guy right here. According to investors.com, Workday is making a major AI move, acquiring Sana for about 1.1 billion with a B. Now let's be clear on what Sana actually is. It's not like OpenAI or Anthropic. They're not training giant models. Instead, Sana builds an AI native knowledge workspace. Imagine you're a new employee and you want to know the process for requesting parental leave. Instead of digging through HR manuals as an employee, you just ask Sana in your employee interface, and it pulls the right doc, summarizes it, and gives you the answer in plain English. Now, we're just using HR as an example here, but it does this in a lot of different capacities. They also run adaptive training, tailoring modules to each individual. By plugging this into Workday's HR and finance systems, the platform becomes much more user-friendly and AI augmented. And that's the real trend here. Enterprise companies aren't trying to reinvent the wheel by building their own GPT. They're buying these quote-unquote layer-on-top AI specialists to speed up the shift. Which, from my previous work in the industry, that's a massive constant fight, keeping the training updated, getting it curated in a way that brand new employees that are being onboarded and existing employees with ever-changing policies and laws and everything. This is a really interesting, I can see why they're spending $1 billion on this, because it's that big of a deal for companies and employees. I don't know if you have any experience or thoughts on that, Rick, but I'd love to hear them.
No. I feel like it's natural from the very competitiveness of the field, right? Like, I think it's part of it.
Yeah, the little image I've got there, it's created, it kind of reminded me of the old Coney Island machine that you walk up to, and it's got like the Swami in the background, and you can ask it a question. So I have it as Ask Sana, and it just magically gives you the answer that you want. I don't know if anyone picked up on that. It might be kind of an old guy thing.
Might be.
But that's even before my time, so I'm not claiming that.
Yeah, I think there's a movie. Really?
There is, yeah, with Tom Hanks.
Is that Don't, yeah.
Yeah, I think he
That might be
switches
it.
That's where, yeah, Big. That's the beginning of the movie Big, where he turns into the kid.
There you go.
Well, the kid wants to be an adult, but so he's a kid in an adult's body.
Yeah, I just remember the strange person answering the question, but I don't even remember what question was.
Yeah. I think the most famous scene is him dancing on the keyboard with the owner of the department store.
Mm.
All right, what do you got for us, Rick?
All right, so let's check out some music. Now, this is kind of, I've been working with this. It's so incredible. Let me share with you guys.
I need you to, yeah.
Let me share the screen. I just gonna
Yeah.
turn off my camera and share the screen right here. So just a second. That's it. That works. So I'm gonna be using Suno.
Can you share that? Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can.
Perfect. So tell me.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second to
Oh,
latch
yeah,
that
no
in.
worries. No worries.
Let's get you on this one. Just give us 1 second here. And we should be coming up any minute now. This is the part where we should be chatting about the weekend or something.
Yeah, yeah, man.
I had food poisoning, and that was no fun.
All right, you got your story out. Not only the story you got out, huh?
Yeah. Are you actually sharing your window?
I am. On my screen, it's sharing. I can see here. I'm also checking. That's why people might wonder why I look to the side. I'm actually kind of watching. Not kind of, but I'm watching also the live. But it's all dark there. For me, it tells me I'm sharing. Let me.
There we go. I got you.
Is it there?
Yeah. You want me to go full screen on this?
Yeah, let's go full screen. So I'm gonna, and by the way, the weekend I've been working with Zuno and trying a little bit 11 Labs. And this kind of, in a couple days, I almost spent all my credits on it. Oh, there you go. Now I see over here. And basically what I was telling is that while I watch, it's not 100% because it has a little bit of delay. So that's the reason it takes a little bit of time. So this is incredible. And I hope you guys enjoy as much as I did, because I mean, you are not a normal person if you don't. So I'm gonna basically, and you guys gonna see how fast it is just to create a music. Some people enjoy, some people not really, right? But I felt it was impressive because I really enjoy music. So we have the page of Suno right there. I generated a prompt also with AI, combining blues and jazz. And what I have here, I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, don't do that with me. So basically, as you guys can see the screen here, or you guys gonna be able to see in a minute, there is a area here. Type any idea you have and create. The thing is that when I click on it, it does not. Now it worked. All right. So one thing that they have to improve, since this is the first page, I often sign in to create. You do not see the whole prompt here. And prompt is simply the text, the command that I'm giving to AI to give me an outcome. So the prompt that I'm typing is blend blues 12, and I have no idea what those mean, so musicians gonna definitely know better than me. So blend blues 12 bar foundation, call and response riffs, and emotional bends with jazz swing rhythm, syncopation, and improvisation. Let horns, piano, and bass interact dynamically, layering soulful storytelling with harmonic richness. The result, raw yet sophisticated, grounded yet free-spirited. And
would it be too difficult, Rick, to actually show that on the screen? Because that's a mouthful.
Right? Let me do this then. Let me change, because and I should have done that before. I should have at least signed in, because I thought it would be better. But let me do one thing.
If you just show it, I think you don't have to repeat it.
No, let me do one thing. I'm not going to repeat. Let me just change the screen there. Oops, I got off, huh? Okay, so I'm going to 11 Labs, because 11 Labs I'm logged in. And let me tell you if you can see there, Noah.
Yeah, we can.
So now can you see the text?
Yeah. So yeah, this is what you're punching in to try and generate the music riff that you want to generate, right?
That's exactly it. And while we talk, I generated on the Zuno, It's ready already, so this is insane. So now I'm gonna generate it over here. You guys are gonna have an idea of how fast it is. It's decently, like, very, very fast. And the point that I want to make is I had to generate this on AI. I do not know enough about jazz nor about blues. But if you are, because sometimes we have that thought that, oh, so this is going to remove musicians. Not at all, because a musician who know those things and who do not have a full orchestra or whatever, right, a whole team, gonna have the opportunity to generate their music, what they have in mind, and maybe with that they might bring a team together, or if they don't want, they can generate by themselves. But let me generate without further ado, and generate. It asks me to subscribe because I do not have credits, but if you guys look over here, I still have some credit. Not enough though. So let me go back to Zuno, and I'm gonna subscribe with the different account that I have. So watch out there, Noah.
Yeah, I think they give you. Oh, you want me to close that up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
give me
gonna
one
back
second
to
here.
Zuno. Hey, no worries. I mean,
Right on. We're clear.
so I'm gonna, yeah, it's because it's still, and I tell this for with everyone, right? Like I check it. I check out the. I'm trying to sign in here at the same time that I talk. I they give this.
As I understand it, when you're a new user, you get like 20 credits per day free. And then once you use those up, you got to wait till the following day, or do like Rick's doing now, where he's trying to log in and create a new user. We need to talk to these guys and say, hey, we're showcasing your stuff. You need to give us a
Right.
free
No, they do have
license.
that. So that's called they do have that. I forgot how that's called actually. Don't have, I can't sign in. So I tried to sign in here. That's what happened when we do it live. 555666. I actually have the credit there. But the thing is that I see the circle. Okay, let's listen to this
Can
one.
I
I see the
share the
circle,
screen now?
and they don't show. Oh, let me do that. And they don't really show clearly how much credit do I have. But I mean, maybe it's.
Yeah, sign up. We see the sign up for list for.
So this one is for Suno. So let's see. It's doing live. Like, okay, let me play. Let's see if we can hear this. Oh, that's tricky, Zuno. All right. Bring your next news. Let me log in all of those
Okay,
so I
we'll
can
come
show.
back to that one. I've got some comments too and some research I've done on that as well. It's pretty interesting stuff. So let's get my side up. And we'll go over here, and let me just go ahead and show this guy. Loading. Yeah. So we're gonna take a peek here at the CrowdStrike. Another acquisition. Lots of acquisitions going on. So the Wall Street Journal reports that CrowdStrike is dropping about $260 million to acquire Pangea, which is an AI security company that specializes in protecting against something called prompt injection. That's when someone tries to trick an AI system with malicious instructions hidden in what looks like normal text. As companies adopt more AI, this is the next frontier of cybersecurity. So it's not just protecting servers and endpoints, but protecting the models themselves. CrowdStrike sees this as a growth market, and it's hard to imagine other security players not racing to catch up. AI security isn't optimal. It's really the next frontier of cybersecurity. And that was a real interesting one for me because I didn't really understand I guess it makes sense in coding, right? You can embed things in text. I'm just not exactly clear in my mind, as I'm not a programmer, what you would enter inside of a prompt. Maybe our audience can help us with this, and please chat in there how that might be done. And it's also, I bumped into some guardrails there when I tried to get more explanation. I was using Chat GPT, and it said, hey man, I can't be telling you the secret sauce and then have you potentially being somebody out there causing issues, or someone who is working with you picking up on that. But Some things I did understand. You can add attachments, and even your image attachments can have like malicious code in there and stuff. So that's kind of where this is at. It's pretty fascinating need that's out there. So both of these big acquisitions, both there on the HR side and then on the cybersecurity side, they make a lot of sense. It's just amazing to me the volumes of money that are involved in these things. Billions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I don't think there's millions there though.
Yeah. I was just proud of my spy versus spy putting the note in the chat logo there. How are we looking on your end, Rick?
All right. So I've been able to generate with the Zuno, but 11 Labs I have not been able because they don't allow to. It's interesting what's happening here. I can't log in.
Is 11 Labs more for sound effects?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It also had sound effects. So the thing about 11 Labs is that it has both.
Okay.
It has multiple, not only
And
both.
Suno is just music, right?
Yeah, for what I've tried, it's mostly music. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and I thought strange about 11 Labs. I still kind of too stubborn to let it go because, like, I have 1,000. Listen to this. I have 1,700 credits, but I cannot generate a. Oh, let me try something different here. Just so I'm gonna go to music.
I did some digging because there's huge lawsuits right now against Suno. As I recall, and we reported on in previous episodes, I think the two biggest media companies in Japan are suing Suno for millions. And artists, I'm doing a lot of work with KCSM radio station, and a lot of the artists are really not fans of this tool. And I learned something that I didn't realize before, and that's a lot of the lawsuits actually aren't about necessarily just taking and reusing a song that an artist generates. Their complaint is that, hey, you're taking our songs and using it to train a machine in the theory and the methods of generating songs and music. So without our permission, you're actually not just stealing our song, you're building a potential competitor for us. At best, you're making, if we think of the music genre as like a chessboard. You're teaching your opponent chess player to play better and better, and eventually maybe even being better than you. So you're just building in more competition and being able to generate the music faster. I wasn't aware of that. And Sweden actually developed a system called STEMS, STEMS, that tries to bridge the gap here to allow AI programmers to have a creative tool for folks to use, but also get the artists paid. And so artists are paid royalties based on the usage of their music to be used as learning tools. But it's still highly controversial, and it's wild. Like, I don't know where this is going to go, and it seems like every country is handling this slightly different. But as far as I know, Sweden is the first one to really start to put in guardrails that try to benefit both the development of AI and the artists whose work is improving AI, being used to improve AI.
How the artist knows that it is their music that is being taken?
Yeah, that's part of the issue too, because there's a lot of stuff that what do they call it? It's like good faith. If you take it and use it, you should be letting folks know. Like, as it works right now, when they use an artist's song in the radio, they don't pay the individual artist out. Like, each radio station doesn't pay the artist directly. It goes to it says, hey, I played this song on this time, this date, and this is the artist and production company. And then that organization goes ahead and makes sure that the artist gets paid. So it works in that fashion. where the onus is really on the AI company to say, hey, we pulled this music from
So they
these
don't know. So the
artists.
artists don't know if they are taking
Yeah,
their music.
there's no way. I mean, artists wouldn't really know
Yeah.
all the different
Yeah, I
radio
mean, I feel
stations that
like
are out
so
there
you
playing their
have
stuff
you
too.
have this the huge companies that have billions and billions and billions. It's like suing. It's in my view, I understand that it kind of makes sense, but it's like suing Hollywood for using classical music in their movies. So it's pretty ridiculous in the sense that they have so much money that they can basically hire artists from every field and produce and train their AI with those artists. So, excuse me, I feel like
So you're
there's a
saying
lot of
give them jobs.
no, I feel like it's just a hype, and sometimes what I think is very interesting is that you have like a third party just instigating this conflict. Maybe the artists they would be really happy to try those new tools, but then you have the press kind of depressing these artists, and then the artists get that information and they think like, oh shoot, they're taking our jobs. I mean, like I said, those companies, AI companies, they have like thou- thousands of times more money than Hollywood, so they could hire like
So you're thinking
thousands of
maybe you're thinking
people.
maybe like the equivalent of lawyers that they call ambulance chasers are going out and saying, "Hey, these guys are taking advantage of you. You should join a class action suit that
Yeah,
we're
I
putting
said that about
together."
the press, but it could be true about the lawyers as well.
Yeah, I don't
And I'm
think this
just
is really. I
instigating the
mean, the press is
possibility,
definitely
right?
reporting on this, but I think this is coming from law firms
Yeah, I mean,
and also from artists
yeah, I mean, I
and
feel like
production
the tool, when
companies.
I talk about the tool and appreciator of music, I do kind of appreciate so much music that I have no problem like in contributing, and therefore the tool is just pretty incredible. So I just have the music here. So let me share with you guys, and I want to listen to this one. So it might get a little bit of double. I'm gonna play the music. I'm gonna turn off my mic because I do want to hear what is the combination of jazz and um, blues in my side. So let's see.
I'm not hearing it.
Oops.
Oh, there we go. So what are we listening to here?
So this is a music that. Oh yeah, I'm off. All right, so I'm gonna pass forward a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna pause this one. So
Okay.
here, so only for you guys to understand, like this is a music that have been generated like in a couple minutes. So if you really enjoy music, how can you not appreciate like? And I do not listen much of jazz and blues, but how can you not appreciate like if that's your style, right? So something that have been created in just a couple minutes. Now let me give you guys the example of the second one, and just a few seconds, and like this is it just makes me so happy to hear this that it's just like amazing. So
So
that's
what
why
what we just heard was based on what that prompt that you put it that text prompt you put in there.
exactly.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play the second one, which is the same prompt, and while it plays, I'm gonna try to generate on 11 Labs. I think I know the reason it was not generated, and I'm gonna share with you guys in a second as well. So let's hear that. I'm gonna turn off my mic because of the same reason. Leave in the comment, please, if you guys believe that there is echoing or if it sounds too doubled. right? So I'm gonna pause this one. So how incredible is this? So was generated just a couple minutes, and this is just impressive, at least for me, all the way. So like, you guys just let us know like what do you guys think, right? So let me share with you guys, and I feel like I consumed a lot of the time here, but for me was definitely worth it.
No, yeah, and then, by the way, great job in showing the technology. That's awesome, and I think the discussion about it's super relevant about the concerns of the artists that are out there and production companies and stuff. And it'll be fascinating to see sort of where this goes. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this more. So that's killer. Thanks, Rick.
No, absolutely. Here, and let me share with you guys, and I want to show with you guys what happened, but I'm not going to be able. So basically, I'm going to have to tell because oh no, I'm able to show through here because I'm in a different window. So let me see. I'm on the yes. So I'm on 11 Labs now. That one was Suno.
Okay, we're in a different program.
Exactly. So this one, what was happening was that we have variants, which means number of variants of music that you can generate, and I had multiple instead of one, and I did not only had multiple, but I have multiple long music, so it would generate long music, so that would consume a lot of credits, right? So here it consumes a lot less credits since I just made one music. So the prompt was the same, and we can see the prompt here on the top right of the screen. But this is so interesting. So if we look at below the screen here, and everything is editable, so you can edit in the manner that you want. So here we have the intro, we have verse 1, we have chorus, we have instrumental solo, and we have outro. And then we can just keep on going, editing, add more, and move things around. So it's extremely versatile. So let's listen to this one. This one is the last one. And sorry about consuming a lot of time here, but this was, for me, was so worth it. Like today, I basically developed a video clip just for the sake of like out of inspiration. Okay, so let me play this one. Let me see if everything works fine here. Same thing. I'm gonna turn off my mic, but feel free to type. And I'm looking at the messages here. So let me turn it off. So that was very, very short. Therefore, it showed like the quality, right? The vocal. So
and just to clarify, that's exactly the identical prompt that you had also put into Suno?
Exactly.
But wow, it's drastically different. I mean, both are great, but...
So there is one different actually, which is on Suno. I had on instrumental, while that this one I did not had on instrumental.
Okay.
On Suno, therefore, just like I believe in 11 Labs, I'm not sure though about 11 Labs, you can type the lyrics. So you can add the lyrics, and here we would be able to add the lyrics, I would imagine, through here, right? But this is definitely for another episode. But that, like, from my part, that's it. Like, this is just, and I wish to hear the feedback. It's like out of what, like, if the artist, because something that I missed when I got hooked with this, I spent all the credits. I have like 1,200 credits left out of 10,000 credits that I used in one day. So, and I'm not a musician, so I have to search but I appreciate music a lot. But I had to search like for most of the instruments, and there are terms. So on Suno, for example, you can play a music on C minor, and then you can develop a music there, or you can structure C minor here and major whatever there, and you can structure a whole music on the music language. So that's why I think that one musician that does not go through that wave of oh my God, they're stealing our job.
Oh.
It's like,
Yeah, they're ahead because they actually know how to speak the music
I mean,
language, right?
it's so they speak the
Yeah,
that's
they know
perfect
how to
wording
turn
there,
it
Noah.
on.
So they speak the music language. So like that is gold with these instruments right here. So that's why
Hmm.
I encourage instead of the opposite, because we had this conversation before. I do remember that because it's not very different from the film industry. It's like in a sense, each musician has the identity of their own music. Therefore, the music was there before the musician, right? So like we are not inventing jazz, we're not inventing blues, we're not inventing rock, we're not inventing, right? You do have those artists that they have the potential and the good fortune to bring a new style, but this is so rare that within the time that those things happens, it's not widely recognized. It's recognized a little bit after, right? The quality might be recognized, the taste for it might be recognized, but yeah. And let me stop here, or else I'm gonna keep talking. But this is amazing, amazing topic. So
Yeah.
I strongly encourage to try the tools. And the advantage is that both, except Zuno, I was expecting that I had to log in. I was expecting for it to give me a sample. I know that 11 Labs gives us the opportunity for sample. Therefore, both are pretty amazing. And I just have like a couple of days of experience with both. So yeah, that's all for me. I mean, and I want to hear feedback. What everyone, what you guys think as well.
Yeah, no,
That would be only.
great job showcasing both of those tools. Actually, that's awesome.
Sure.
And it's neat that you got inspired. So yeah, we have a lot of information we did not get to on this episode, but we will certainly talk about it here in episode 23. So that's a wrap for episode 22 of your daily AI news. Thank you so much for joining us and participating, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Please email us with any questions or comments at yourdailyaInews@gmail.com. Please like and subscribe and turn on the alerts. You can also visit renegadechronicles.com and RSVP to the events if you go to the areas called Ren Events. And you'll get reminders that way. And there's also complimentary blog articles for each episode. And I think this and the next episode, I'm going to have some pretty extensive and nice details there that you can dig into farther with resources. And we'd love to hear from you guys. So have a wonderful rest of your week.
Hey, thank you all for being here. I see here a comment. Hey, Giovanni, was good to meet you, man. Good show, audio and video were good.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that, man. Really nice talk with you today. Hopefully, and I want to hear the feedback about the music as well. Is that jazz and blues? Because Giovanni was the one who gave the advice. So follow the advice. I hope you enjoy it. Really appreciate you all, and that's what happened. See you all next week. Same time, same place. And that's what happens when we do it live.
Right on. Have a great one, guys.
Take care, everyone.